What is going on, Ghostheads? It is a very special occasion. Happy Ghostbusters Day to everybody. I am Steady, and joining me as always is the one and only Matty B.
How you guys doing? I'm excited for the cause. Get into it in a little while, but better way to spend Ghostbusters Day than the one and only Ghostbusters Speakeasy in the country. If you can see behind us there, we have Slimer, we have Gozer's Temple with the Terror Dog, and there's some other fun treats that we'll show you guys here before the end of the show.
If you haven't been following our social media pages for the last few days, we are here for a very important cause. This is going to be our live event where we are raising money for the families of Uvalde, Texas. We all know about the incident, the tragedy weeks ago, and this was an opportunity for our group in San Antonio, Texas, to bring folks together that can help make a difference in the lives of all those families. If you're watching the stream right now and you want to help out, there's a link in the details of this live stream. That link will take you to the donation page that is set up by the Uvalde School District. They've opened a memorial fund for the families, and you can make a donation just by going to that link. And you can use Zelle, you can use PayPal, or you can use your own credit card. But we're celebrating Ghostbusters Day, but we're doing it. We're putting a bigger reason and a meaning behind it, and that's to help families that have gone through just an unspeakable tragedy. Folks, if you are in the San Antonio area, you still have plenty of time to come down to the Kung Fu Saloon. It's over by the rim, right next to Top Golf. We're going to be raffling away a very lovely gift basket filled with gift cards,
Yeah, let me go get this thing.
merch, memorabilia, and we also have autographed items by Ernie Hudson, the OG Ghostbuster himself, Ernie Hudson, who's just one of the best. So let's go over to our chat here. I know we got some folks. Amber's in the chat saying Happy Ghostbusters Day. Happy Ghostbusters Day to you, Amber. And then throughout the we're going to be joined by members in various groups, various Ghostbuster teams across Texas. The very first of which, the fearless leader of the Austin Ghostbusters, Eugene Stevens. Eugene, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing? Yeah, I wish I was there because I'm looking around in the background. I can't help, you've got beautiful faces, guys, but I mean, the background there is just fantastic. Like I've got to get down there to check out this place.
We wish you were here, man. I know that you're wrestling the kiddos down there,
Yeah.
but it'd be nice to see your ecto outside and all your packs on display.
All of them, all 30 of them.
Yeah, how many you got now? Counts at 100?
I'm actually down to one right now. It's I'm in the process. Let me scoot aside here real quick. No, it's the wrong way here. You can actually see it. It's down on the ground here behind me. It's still in primer gray right now. I'm doing a little work on it, and I'm hoping to have it up and running here again here pretty quick. So
That's awesome, and I think this is the first time we've had you and I see your epically geeky Mike there. It was the first little collab here on Ghostbusters Day. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was at work today. I'm still on contract. I work for a school district. I'm still on contract, but I was still keeping up with all the news going on. I know they still haven't announced the big thing that Jason teased earlier this morning. But the fact that we're getting an animated show, I'm so excited for this.
I remember us talking about that on one of the first podcasts that we had done before I have even finished my gear or anything about wanting a new animated series. So I knew you would be excited as soon as I saw that news. You were going to be absolutely excited. And hopefully Netflix doesn't cancel it after 2 seasons.
That was my only concern. I know Sony has they don't have their own streaming platform, and they kind of made a deal with Netflix. They're going to be, hey, you're going to be who we partner with streaming. So I'm hoping maybe maybe the collaboration there will cause it to hang on a little bit longer. Because like I said, normally up until about 6 months ago, I would have been like, Netflix is the perfect place, and now I'm just like, oh, I hope we get several episodes or several seasons instead of one and done situation that they seem to be doing.
We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going for sure, for sure.
If nothing else, everyone will just have to set up like multiple streaming devices, and we'll just like hit play, and we'll just keep going through it and rack up those numbers or something. But so
Absolutely. Are there any preferences though? Do you need an animated series that only focuses on the team? Do you want something in the vein of Extreme Ghostbusters, where there's sort of a new team being mentored by one of the OGs, or what do you prefer, Eugene?
I'll be honest with you. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to do unless they're just going to completely throw out Extreme Ghostbusters. It doesn't really make sense to kind of keep going from the real Ghostbusters. Otherwise, I'm honestly I'm kind of leaning towards maybe this picks up after Afterlife, and we see, especially being a cartoon, it would make sense to maybe focus on our younger heroes. I don't know if we're getting another movie, so I don't know if this is going to play directly into it, or if we're going to be, we're not doing the Star Wars thing where we can have multiple universes and they don't necessarily interact with
Yeah.
each other. Heck, there was theories, or there were plans out there to do one Ghostbusters in like, oh man, like 100 years in the future or something like that, and something like that. So even if they did like a futuristic, way in the future type thing, I think that would be cool too. If
Especially for
nothing
the
else,
prop building community.
that's exactly what I was about to say. For the prop building
Yeah.
community alone, it would be fantastic just to see what they would come up with. So
Mhm.
If you're in the chat or if you're watching the stream as well, we want to hear from you guys. So let us know what your thoughts are about the news today. A new Ghostbusters animated series is in development. Jason Reitman and Gil Keenan are behind it. We don't know any details beyond that, but let us know in the chat what you would like to see. OG team, you want to see a new group, maybe a sister location somewhere around the world. I still want a UK based Ghostbusters group, and I want Simon Pegg and Nick Frost to be two of the members in that group. That has to happen before too much time has passed. Please, please.
absolutely, I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Are you hoping for more news? I was kind of under the impression like that was their big reveal today.
I don't think that's the big reveal. The big event, the double showing doesn't start for a little while yet. I don't think, and the way the way Jason made it sound when he came out earlier today and said that there was going to be a big reveal makes me think that there's something else. But maybe that's it. And to be honest with you, if that was the reveal, if we just got it early, I'm cool with that. Like more Ghostbusters, absolutely. Like animated or anything else. So we've already got we've got confirmation on a new movie. We got a new cartoon coming. Like it's starting
I
to
think it would be
feel
cool.
like the 80s again. So
What would you think if it was a ride or a like an area not as big as Galaxy's Edge by any means, but they used to the Ghostbusters rides was very popular. They even had one that was like the show, if I remember correctly. It's kind of like a live show that they did of the Ghostbusters. I mean, it would be kind of cool if they did a new ride and made it sort of futuristic, and maybe you're rolling the Ecto one through, and busting ghosts. I mean,
that would be awesome, actually, especially if they did it as a dark ride. That would be fantastic
oh yeah,
because they could do
so
a
I don't know,
lot of stuff with that.
because it's a big announcement. Like we know we're getting a movie. The animated series. I mean, of course, that's a big announcement, but the way it was teased makes it seem like it's. I don't know what else it could be.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to guess. I mean, once you announce that you're getting a TV show and a movie, that's a really good question. Is what else could it be? Hmm. Yeah, I really don't know. Unless they're going to drop some more information on us as to what this is going to be in this movie. But since they're like really really early in the stages, I don't know if they're even willing to share any information about that yet.
Yeah,
So
I was just bad. That's why the only thing I came to would be, and it's probably not right, but I mean, a ride would only be like the only news that I think would be worthy of the big news title.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually checking my phone right before we went on live on the stream. I was seeing if there were any other, what the latest things on Ghostbusters news said, and we're all caught up at this point. So
Yeah, not a whole lot going on. Hassan is also in the chat saying hello. What's going on, Hassan? And for anybody who's just joining us, this is our Ghostbusters Day charity stream. We are on location at the Kung Fu Saloon. This is the legendary Ghostbusters speakeasy you see behind us. You got Slimer, Stay Puft is behind me, and then Vigo the Carpathian is actually at the other side of the bar over there. And we are actually raffling off a Ghostbusters gift basket filled with prizes and gift cards and autographed items. And folks are donating to win those things. But if you're watching our stream right now, you can also donate. I just put the link up. This is the memorial fund that's been established by the Uvalde school district. Click that link. There's different ways to donate. You can actually use your PayPal account, Zelle, or just good old fashioned credit card. But make sure that you follow the instructions on how to donate. If you do donate, let us know. Let us know in the chat. Let us know on the stream. We appreciate anything that you can. This was a day that we were going to celebrate regardless because it's Ghostbusters Day, but there's now a greater meaning and a greater cause for it. It's to help the families of Uvalde who've just gone through something horrific, and we're going to do whatever we can to just support them.
And the only thing more important than a donation would be to share this right now to your page. It has the description. It has a link of what we're doing here. Odds are you aren't the only Ghostbuster fan that you know, and anyone should be willing to help out with this cause here. So also, please share this to your page, share it to all the Ghostbuster groups that you're in, and that would go a long way.
And we're being joined by Eugene Stevens, the fearless leader of the Austin Ghostbusters, who we've shared many battles with. And by battles, I just mean wearing these suits outdoors during the summer. If you're
especially
in
in
the
the Texas
San,
heat.
especially in the Texas heat, I'm glad we're inside right now. If you're in the San Antonio area and you want to join us here at the Kung Fu Saloon, it's over by the rim, right next to Top Golf. Come down and get yourself a Ghostbusters koozie. Who are you going to call? And then you got the Ghostbusters of SATX logo as well as the Kung Fu Saloon logo. We got plenty of freebies, plenty of giveaways. Ghostbusters Afterlife posters, both small and large, full size. Eugene probably has a bunch of those already.
Yeah, and Matthew Banda is actually giving away his pack today. So the first person who asked him is going to get his pack for free today. So make sure you find Matthew Banda when you get here.
Don't even look for him. Just grab his pack
Grab it and go.
and just, yeah, the first one who finds it gets it. How about that? Eugene, you guys are as equally busy as we've been the last few months. What's the next sort of major event you guys got going on?
Oh, wow. So we kind of took this month off a little bit. Everyone's been working on their equipment because we've got, oh man, when we hit next month, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. We've got Classic Game Fest coming up. I'm sorry, no, I think the next one up is Greater Austin Comic Con. That's actually going to be a really awesome convention. It's the first time we've got to actually attend that one. It's only their second or third year. And Billy D. Williams is going to be there. So, like, I'm already super excited about that. I may have to bring my, even though I will be in my Ghostbusters gear, I may have to bring my Jedi robe so that I can go get a signature from Billy D. And then 2 weeks after that, we have Classic Game Fest. We have been at that one for years and years and years. That is a fantastic convention. It's well run. Everyone who goes really likes being there. It's just a lot of fun if you're into retro video gaming like that. It's the place to be. There's tons of vendors there. They're selling a bunch of stuff. You can find a lot of really cool stuff there as well. And then 2 weeks after that, we'll be, at least some of the group will be joining y'all down in San Antonio for the big convention. So and Ernie Hudson will be there. And
You just keep adding to the list.
I know. And I talked. My wife was the one that was like, so I was talking to some of the guys, and they're like, I was talking to Rob and Brian, and they're like, we're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna get to meet Dan and see him perform as the Blues Brothers. And I was like, man, $500 to get to meet him is just a lot of money. And I talked to my wife. I got to looking at it. I was like, oh, $500 is actually for 2 tickets. And she's like, I'd like to do that. So I'm going to get to go do that too. So that's going to be fun. What was really funny was because I wrote back to Brian and Rob, and I was like, yeah, $250 per ticket's not bad. And Rob's like, no, it's $500 for one. I'm like, no, dude, you need to read the fine print. So he writes back and he goes, oh man, I bought 4 tickets. I got to figure out what I'm going to do now.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, if you find any extras for sale, I'm sure that I don't like scalping all the time, but you can maybe get a little bit of extra cash for those.
Maybe, yeah, but so my wife and I are going to come down and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, like I said, we're kind of taking off this month a little bit, and then next month it's going to be insane. We're every other week. We're going to be either here in Austin doing something, raising money for our local charity, or we're going to be down there joining y'all for the fun times.
And if there's an invite extended, I'd love to come up to that the Austin one. If you guys need any help or any extra busters, I'd love to come up and check that out.
Absolutely, y'all are always welcome. I mean, any event that we do. We may be limited on how many badges they give us, but we may have to sneak some people in there. That's so they kind of look at us Ghostbusters and they're just like, oh, they're all the same. I've already seen that guy, I'm sure. So
yeah.
But
speaking of being a Star Wars fan, though, too. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But have you seen all the Mando busters recently? There's been an influx of Mando busters. I don't like it.
Okay, here's the thing. I have been talking about this, and I have proof, so I can go back into my show and show proof that I brought this idea up years ago. But I have been wanting to do a Mandalorian Buster for the longest time. But I don't want to talk down about anyone's cosplay or anything like that. But they were just in the tan jumpsuit, and they had basically the proton pack on and with like a Mandalorian helmet. I want to go all out. Like, I want to really incorporate the two. I want to have a mashup of the proton pack and his jetpack, and then that swings around into a combination of his rifle and our wand. And then I wanted the gauntlets to each do different things. I wanted one gauntlet to have my PK meter in it so that I could use it to scan. I wanted the other gauntlet to be my ghost trap. And I've got all these great ideas, and I just don't have enough time. So when I see that, every time I see it, I'm just like, oh, they're getting closer. So, but no, I really, I've seen it, and I'm excited to see more and more people doing more Ghostbusters stuff. And of course, the fact that we're getting a new movie and we're getting a new show and everything else is definitely going to help out with that. But yeah, I'm just, I'm excited to see all this stuff. What I was going to say was, I wanted to thank you guys for the work y'all are doing at this event. Like, y'all put me in the chat for it, and I haven't been able to help out. And like I said, if circumstances were a little different, I definitely would have been down there. But thank you for raising money for it's a horrible situation which happened in Uvalde, and the fact that y'all are incorporating into this event and trying to raise money for them says a lot about you guys. So thank you, from all of the Ghostbusters. Thank you very much for that.
Oh, for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Eugene. And yeah, we absolutely know you wish you could be here, but we appreciate you jumping on the stream. Be sure to let us know the next time you're coming down here to check out this place. And I know we're all excited for the major convention in August, first weekend in August, the superhero car show and Comic-Con featuring Ernie Hudson, as well as Dan Aykroyd, who's also performing as a blues brother. Yep. Fantastic. Eugene, we'll let you go, buddy. I know you got a lot going on. Appreciate you representing the Austin Ghostbusters on this charity stream. We appreciate you immensely, and we're going to see you very soon, my friend.
All right, man. Y'all take care.
Thanks to Eugene for joining us and he's not the only individual we've asked to be a part of this glorious event. We've also asked other groups, the Yellow Rose Ghostbusters out of the Houston area are also going to be joining us very soon. If you're just joining our stream right now, this is our Ghostbusters Day charity stream. There's a link in the chat. We are asking folks to make any kind of donation to the Uvalde Memorial Fund. This is the fund set up by the Uvalde School District, and anything helps. Anything helps. We want to make a difference in the lives of the families that were experiencing this tragedy. And so, if you can help in any sort of way, there's three ways to donate: Zelle, PayPal, or you could just use your credit card. But click on the link, it's going to take you to the website. Scroll down to the bottom if you're going to use Zelle or PayPal. And if you're just going to use credit card, there's a golden button on the top right that says donate now. Click on that, and you'll be able to donate. If you're in the San Antonio area, though, we want to see you down here. The Ghostbusters Speakeasy is filling up as we speak. We are going to be asking for donations. Come to the Speakeasy. We have a table in the back with the prizes, and we'll tell you how you can win them. Joining us right now is Alex Spence from the Yellow Rose Ghostbusters. Alex, do you hear us?
Yep. Hello.
Alex, appreciate you joining, my friend. It's
Hey,
been a
no
while
problem.
since the last time we hung out, but the last time was absolutely glorious. You joined us outside San Antonio for the film festival that featured Ernie Hudson. What was what was your immediate sort of feelings after the entire day was over? Like, was it just a major like relief of exhaustion and just euphoria that you experienced after all that?
It was in a I would say that it was the feeling of like, oh, there he is. Like that was him. I met him. I talked to him. That was I don't know. Like it was I that's all I could talk about. Every coworker I was like, oh, "Did you see this picture of my son with like every picture I showed, I felt like normally I show pictures of my kids anyways, so I'm that dad, but like I was like, you see this? You met Ernie Hudson. Like this is crazy. It was a surreal experience.
Yeah, he touched my shoulder that day. I haven't washed this suit since.
He hasn't washed his shoulders
He walked
since.
by and he touched me on the and I almost cried.
Yeah, when he was looking at the Hasbro re-release of the Proton Pack for the kids, he was like, "Oh man," he's like, "Your jumpsuit's really cool." He was talking to my son. He had no interest in me. He was talking to my son the whole time. He was like, "Oh, your suit looks great," and he was like, "Your pack looks great." And all my son could do was, "Yeah, yeah, thanks." And I was like, "You don't understand. You don't understand, son. Like, did you hear what he just told you? Him."
Yeah, it'd be like if Lando Calrissian commented on your blaster or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Uh, for those who haven't had the opportunity to meet Ernie Hudson, your next opportunity is the first weekend in August, the Superhero Car Show and Comic Con, August 4th through 7th. Ernie will be in attendance as well as Dan Aykroyd. It'll be a lot easier though to get autographs or photo ops from Ernie. But Alex, how do you describe Ernie to people who haven't quite met him yet?
Uh, I was at first I would say he seemed very stoic just because of other like acting skills that he's done and like other I say skills, other roles that he's done. But once you meet him, he's like it's kind of weird, but he's like, "Oh, it's Uncle Joe." Like the way he's just he feels very familiar and very like oh, he talks to you like he's known you for ever. So he has that aura that he kind of like gives off to you that no matter who he meets and he appreciates you. So it's a good feeling.
For those who aren't familiar with Ghostbuster chapters, you're looking at two of them right now, us in San Antonio and Alex just outside of Houston, right?
Yeah, just south of Houston, about 30 minutes from Galveston.
why don't you tell the folks at home what your group is about? What events do you do? What do you guys do for the community?
So I started Yellow Rose Ghostbusters out in East Texas near Tyler. That's why I went with the Yellow Rose of Texas. And it started with 3D printing face mask straps for hospitals and nursing facilities and doctors' offices. And it kind of expanded out from that, where I started getting like scrubs donations and moving away from there. And when I moved back down to Houston, I was like, well, what's a good way to get traction and get like not notoriety, but just to be noticed, right? And it was to go to car shows. And I started going to like Cars and Coffees, and after that, people knew me. I started getting connections with people that I didn't even know I was going to be in contact with, and it got me working with a bunch of other charities. Like there's a boating service out of Kima that works with disabled veterans and handicapped to give them an opportunity to go out and experience the waters. And I work with them by just I don't know. They just asked me to drive the car because I have my own version of an Ecto. So I drive the car up and I wear the suit.
I love it too. I love your Ecto.
Now I've upgraded. I've now got marquee signs on the rack.
What?
What?
Yes.
That's like
Perfect.
the pinnacle. That's
Where
the
can we see a
pinnacle
picture
right
of that?
there.
You have it on your Yellow Rose Ghostbuster page?
Yeah, if you just go to either the Facebook or Instagram, the rack is completely and totally enclosed by itself. It's got its own power supply, a deep cell marine battery. It powers the whole thing. Wireless transmitter. Like I got it. It's
Wow.
pretty
There you
nice.
go.
I could just take it off and put it down and put it back on.
Nice.
Although I don't ever take it off. I drive that to work every day. It sits out in front of my office. I see people drive back all the time to come look at it.
Sorry if I look jittery here. I don't know if you've noticed or you can hear it, but we have "On Our Own" by Bobby Brown playing, and whenever that song comes on, I can't help but to move.
Yep, I do hear it just a little bit. But so I just started working with these car shows to start working with my community, right? The area that I lived in. And then I started working with people out of Conroe with like Comic Conroe, Comic Palooza, Retro Palooza, and setting up tables for doing donations. So like one of the big things that I do, and I don't think I have any near my desk, is that during those particular months that I do paracord bracelets with the colors corresponding to that month. So like Autism Awareness Month, the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I'll do it for the color. And 100% of the proceeds, because to buy paracord it's nothing, it's cheap. So I'll sit here at my desk and I'll just be watching videos and I'll just make bracelets for days on end and set up links on the Facebook page for the donations to go directly towards that foundation. And I say, hey, give what you can, and then you get a bracelet. And then I started doing keychains, and keychains got real bad on my hands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just from like pulling that paracord to make it tight, it just started like blistering my fingers. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's okay though.
We spoke to Eugene earlier about the news that dropped today that a new animated series is now in the works and will be headed to Netflix eventually. What are your thoughts on the news? Are you excited? A little skeptical? Let us know what you think.
Only reason I would be skeptical is the animation, right? Netflix has a what's the word I'm looking for?
Spotty reputation with animation.
It has a reputation of using some really bizarre. I would say the exception was She-Ra. Like that was the exception for the animation, but like everything else they've done has been really like that weird. Like we're trying to do cell shading, or when they do that weird displacement in like the full panel anime cartoons and stuff like that, and then you see like the 3D car driving in the background. So stuff like that. That's the only thing that I would be skeptical about. Other than that, excited. My son, he doesn't even care. Real Ghostbusters, that's what he watches every Saturday morning. So he's full tilt ready for another cartoon to go. So that's if I don't have any excitement, which I mean I do. I get excited through him, if anything else.
What speaking of animation styles, what was what are you kind of looking for? Because I've seen it a lot. People asking and wanting for an anime Ghostbusters, whether it be a manga, even if it was a book or a show, or do you want it more in a different animation style?
So the thing I think of right off the top of my head it's is did you ever watch the Flashpoint Paradox like DC cartoon?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That animation is
yeah, okay.
great. They did a weird. There was an anime that had a Ghostbusters cameo. Like you could tell that's who they were, but you mean they didn't.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I wish for the life of me I can't remember what the name of it was, but that if I could reference it, that would be the animation, which is very similar to like the Flashpoint animation. I don't want 3D, like I don't want that like partial 3D, but I also don't want this like that like kind of animation for real Ghostbusters either. Like let's use what's new, right? Let's not try and recreate. Let's make something else. So when I see Flashpoint animation, that's what I get excited for.
I'm down. I'm down with that. Any of those styles. One of the friends of our podcast, Christopher Jones, who now draws for Young Justice. If you were to use something along those lines, I would be all for it. Young Justice is a fantastic animation style, and it's also extremely well written. So, shout out to Chris Jones on our Ghostbusters Day charity stream.
I absolutely Young Justice animation. That's very similar to Flashpoint. I dig
I was
that.
almost I was almost gonna say it might be the same. Phil Burasa, I think, was the previous animator on Young Justice. He may have penned the Flashpoint Paradox DC movie. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll look that up later. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Phil. He was doing a lot of the projects for DC about 10 years ago or so.
When you find if you find yourself to look, it's called Tokyo ESP, and the Ghostbusters were in it. Like clearly, like okay, that's a Egon. I mean, but they're the is but like Ray is like real Ghostbusters Ray, so he's kind of got that big chubby face and the gut.
Yeah,
But Venkman and Egon, I mean, that is
spot
like
on.
a clear. Oh, absolutely, down to the glasses. So it's good.
Well, check it out.
That's
Tokyo ESP. That's fantastic.
yeah.
Alex, I know Yellow Rose has done a lot in the past. What are some of the upcoming events that you guys got going on? Where can people find you guys?
So we've got RTX 2022 in Austin, Texas, happening July 1st through 3rd. We'll be there. Then we have Comic Palooza. My car will be parked inside with the other cars inside Comic Palooza.
Nice, yeah.
So
I've been to one Comic Palooza. It's a very it's a great event. It's a fantastic event.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good.
Some major guests have been there in the past.
Yeah, well, last year it was like almost the entire cast of like Mandalorian and Book of Boba
Yeah.
Fett. So it was really good.
The year that I went, their headliners were Kate Beckinsale and Sigourney Weaver. You don't get
Oh
much bigger than Sigourney and Kate. That's all I'm going to say about
no,
that.
yeah, Kate Beckinsale, that's crazy. And she hasn't done stuff like that in a while. So
I would go for that alone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. My God. No.
Lovely person. Lovely person.
Yeah, it's all about. It's just. I'm talking about her personality.
I met her and she's lovely in person. That's all I'm going to say. She's fantastic. Comic Palooza is major. That'd be a tremendous event to see you guys at, and you also showing off the vehicle with the upgrades, the LED signs. That'd be awesome.
I love those signs. I can change them on the fly. I got flash drives with different versions on it that I can just plug right in while I'm out on the road and just change the whole sign up. Oh, it's on TikTok. If you want to find it, Yellow Rose Ghostbusters on TikTok, you'll see a full video of like the demonstration of the sign.
Check it out, folks. Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. This has been fantastic, man. What is your normal Ghostbusters day routine like? Do you do anything kind of to celebrate anything specific?
Oh, for like Ghostbusters Day,
Yeah.
I have a surplus of Stay Puft marshmallows that I make Rice Krispie treats out of.
That's perfect.
I do pink versions
I
and
love
green
it.
versions.
I love it. I absolutely love it. They really need to announce that the Ecto Cooler is coming back. That's what I want for Ghostbusters Day.
Don't do it to me.
I would love if they would announce an Ecto Cooler re-release or a comeback on Ghostbusters
that is
Day.
a big announcement. I guess that would fall into that category.
I would love
I
it.
could
I
see
think
that.
all the fans would love it.
I think it could probably, with this whole cartoon now with Netflix, I could see it having a resurgence.
They're going to need to market it well.
What do you
Ecto
think the
Cooler would be
news
the
is?
thing.
What do you think the news is?
What
The
else
big
do you
news.
think they're doing?
I almost thought of a TV show, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then when they did the cartoon, I was like, no, that's that. I don't think that's in their cards. I think we're gonna get a sequel, is what I'm expecting for Afterlife, after the closing of Afterlife and
Yeah.
Winston back at the firehouse. I like what they're doing with them in the new game, the Spirits Unleashed game, like in that kind of scenario where he's. What would you say? Like I would say the Merlin from Kingsman. Like he's like the Merlin, right? Like he's the mentor.
Yeah, for sure. And so, because we were talking to Eugene about the same question, because we know that we have a movie coming. We know that we have 2 new video games coming for sure. They'll be out anytime. And then we also know that we're getting a TV show now. But Eugene and I think Ted was on the same page of we don't think that that's what the big news is. That they still haven't told us yet. I don't know if it's up to date. If somebody has a Twitter stream, maybe they could let us know if they've released anything yet. But
I'm on the fence. I think it might have just been the cartoon as their big news. I'm on the fence with that. And if you're just joining the stream right now, if anybody's just joining us, this is our Ghostbusters Day charity stream. We've pinned the link at the top. Oh, Eugene's back in the chat. Says the Ghostbusters Instagram account is going to live stream the EctoCon event. Should be 10 p.m. Central. We'll keep an eye on that.
oh, big time, yeah.
Maybe we'll restream it. Maybe we'll see. If you're just joining us, this is our Ghostbusters Day charity stream. We've pinned the link to make a donation to the families of Uvalde. This is the Uvalde Memorial Fund. It's set up by the school district in Uvalde. Click the link to donate with a credit card. Just click the donate button on the top right. If you want to use Zelle or PayPal, scroll to the bottom of the page, and it gives you all the information you need to complete those.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Kung Fu Saloon too. That they have helped us out so much. And I for those of you who may have also just joined, if you've noticed our backdrop here, we have Gozer's Temple, Slimer. I'm standing next to Stay Puft. He's just off screen. They have Vigo the Carpathian. So if you're in the San Antonio area, come out here and check this out. I think it only may have about 6 or 7 months left. So come support Kung Fu for putting this awesome event together.
Hey, look who showed up. It's Kevin. What's going on, sir? Rob's also here.
What's going on?
Happy Ghostbusters Day! Hey, Alex, what's going on? Happy Ghostbusters Day!
He said that he got new upgrades for his Ecto. He has marquee signs now.
He's got marquee signs on his Ecto.
Need some pictures.
On the
don't be mad
TikTok.
at me.
He's got a video on TikTok already.
All right, I'll check it out.
Hey, Rob, do you know how many raffle tickets we may have?
I don't know. I think Lauren's keeping a hold. Let me get a tally
Let's get a
from
number.
Lauren.
Let's see where we're at.
See where we're at.
Alex, after Comic Palooza, what else you guys got going on?
That's the only thing I've got going on at the moment. I know there's a couple other things that I had kind of in the works, but it just kind of depends on how things like with Comic Palooza and RTX and stuff going on.
For sure.
Awesome.
Well, it looks like you got to leave, but you're always welcome to come down here anytime. We're doing something. We'd love to have you. It'd be good to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's link up. Thanks for having
Thanks
me,
for
guys.
joining us on the stream, Alex. Take it easy, man. Have a good night.
Hey, you too. Thank you.
So Lauren doesn't have a 100% count, but we're about at 20 so far. But we're really, it's not even 8 o'clock yet.
Yeah, we're just getting going.
They said this place really gets packed when it starts getting dark. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't hit that spot yet. So we're doing really good, though, for Uvalde. I think,
Absolutely. So far, we've had 20 donations in house. I know that I spoke with a few folks before this day that made donations before. So thank you to those who asked me for the donation link and made donations to the Uvalde Memorial Fund. If you're just joining us right now, there's plenty of time. If you're in San Antonio, come down here. Come see the Ghostbusters Speakeasy, and then come see our charity raffle. All the prizes you can win, including autographed items by Ernie Hudson, Winston Zeddemore himself.
Yeah, the basket is sweet. I like it a lot. There was some stuff I didn't expect in there. You get a copy of Afterlife too. I know that's in there. But yeah, and again, another thing that you could do, because I've gotten a message as well from someone who isn't on the live stream. They couldn't make it to watch, but they saw the link and saw what we were doing and still donated anyway. So make sure that you guys are sharing this to your page and letting them know what this is about, so we can get some of those online donations as well.
One of our fellow San Antonio members, Michael's on the chat saying, "What's up? How's it going, Michael? Glad to see you, brother. Wish you were here, but I know everybody's got stuff going on. But you wouldn't believe this place. You got to check it out when you get the chance. And if you're in the San Antonio area, even if you don't win the raffle, you're still donating for a great cause, and you're not going to leave empty-handed. We have these Ghostbusters of SATX koozies. Who you gonna call? Take those. We also have buttons, stickers, a lot of little free giveaways, posters, Ghostbusters Afterlife posters, absolutely free. Come down here, grab one, grab two if you want. We need to get rid of them. And then come and donate. That way you can be entered into our charity raffle. We are at the Kung Fu Saloon, northwest side of town, I-10 and 604 interchange, right next to Top Golf, right alongside the access road. This is your second time seeing this place, but it's even better than the first time we saw it.
The first time you were kind enough to get us sort of a sneak peek at it. I don't think it was open yet. And so it definitely had a different vibe. It's cool to see everything that's in here as it is, but it's great to see it busy, full of Ghostbusters fans. People are checking out all the Proton packs, and they seem to be having a really good time. And I know that it's not even close to how many people are going to be moving in and out. And some people rotate. I don't know if you've been to Kung Fu Saloon, but there's a really large area outside. This is just a speakeasy portion. So I know it looks crowded in here, but if you want to come out, there's plenty of room for you to get some drinks at Kung Fu.
Absolutely. This place also has free arcade games. So come play some skee ball.
Oh, I forgot about the free arcade game.
Free arcade games. Come play some skee ball. They also are launching their Ghostbuster themed cocktail menu. Actually, we need to get one of those.
We need to get one of those menus.
We'll see if we can find one. Today is the launch of their Ghostbuster themed cocktail menu, which features stuff like the Marshmallow Man. Scott's drinking a Marshmallow Man.
Bingo bongo. Look at that.
Awesome.
Like a Paloma. It's an old fashioned. Okay, cool.
Brilliant.
And then I don't know if you guys have met her yet, but my lovely girlfriend Lauren is here. How's the vibe?
Well, how's the vibe? The vibe is everything, guys. And I'm running the raffle, so come find me. Minimum $10 donation, and you can get hooked up with a really, really cool prize pack. We've got some signed posters from Ernie Hudson, some koozies in there, some Ghostbuster-themed tumblers, shot glasses. I mean, everything you need to throw a Ghostbusters party is in there. So it's awesome. Come out.
Absolutely.
And I think I appreciate what she's doing for me here, because she wasn't a big Ghostbusters fan until we met. and I've turned her into a ghost head for sure.
Absolutely.
And she's a radio DJ, so she can help me fix my headphones. She's great to have around for technical issues, but I definitely appreciate her being here, and the vibes are great. I'm really excited to get out there and mingle with some of these folks here as soon as this is over, and check out those drinks.
Absolutely. We're gonna probably take a break right now. We're gonna be back on later on tonight to kind of talk about the number of donations that keep coming in. But also, if you're watching the stream and you're not in the San Antonio area, click the link at the top of the chat. That's the onestarfoundation.org/Uvalde. Click on that link and you can make your own donation to the families in Uvalde that have been affected by this tragedy. This is the memorial fund that was established by the school district over there. And so there's 3 ways to donate. Click the link and you can either use a credit card or you can scroll down the first page, find the PayPal or the Zelle information if you want to do it that way. We're going to be here for a few hours more, taking donations, giving away free posters and other items. But if you're in the area, come by, say hello, take some photos with us, come see this amazing Ghostbusters speakeasy, and we wish you all the best. Happy Ghostbusters Day.
And keep your eyes on the Geekcast page here for the next few. We're going to be posting some pictures of what's going on, things we can't show you on camera here. And so keep an eye on the page, and we'll see if we can't get everything in here. There's so much of it; it might take a while, but we'll try to post some stuff for you.
Happy Ghostbusters Day to everybody. Keep an eye on the news for any other developments or revelations coming from Sony, and be sure to donate. Thank you to everybody who already has. We've had a few dozen donations already, so we'll catch you guys in a little bit. Happy Ghostbusters Day.